Puppy Joe
I'm
doesn't have.
still go flying. And then I just need to climb at half. Oh, yeah, you do throw them gently. And then give me a climb at half to escape the crumble a lot side pit.
What would it take me just to punch my way out through the side of the floor?
Actually, you're thinking that there may be another way out of the pit. But punching your way out, really rough because, you may cause the entire
What
thing.
if he just raises her up and grab onto her and pull her up?
I could use the size thing. That would be pretty cool. But
What?
I could use the size power, of course.
Yeah.
But then I'd have to pocket it again.
Yeah.
I want to just punch. I'm just gonna tunnel.
Punching doesn't work like that. I'll be right back. Let me let the cat out.
Cut out.
Come on, Mr. Mittens. It's time for you to fuck off.
And it's Mrs. Mittens, not fucking Mr. Mittens. Still, after all this time, we can't tell it's a bloody female cat, not.
He doesn't look down there.
No, he doesn't give a shit, does he?
So why does he have a cat if he doesn't care? Or is it yours?
No, it's my cat.
Where are you guys, in the UK?
Yeah. Yeah, I might as well climb up, as I don't think I've got a trekking climb anyway at the moment.
Cool. Climb at half and you're out safely.
Yep.
You guys are all together again.
Mm-hmm.
Hooray.
Do you want to go check out the tent? We haven't done that yet.
Have a quick check.
Yeah.
Oh, roll a d8 on her, by the way.
Of course.
She's all fucked up again. It's Freddy's fault for not catching her, you're pretty sure.
The work of the party anti-Paladin is never done.
Now you're really anti with that new side.
Heal. Who else needs some?
I could use
I
a
need
heal.
Bobby Joe get some
Oh.
some healing.
Bobby Joe needs a lot of healing.
A lot.
Yeah.
That's 6 points. Do you still need more?
I should be fine. I only have like 1 hit point left unhealed.
A good night's sleep is what I recommend.
Yep, because the last part is done.
You guys go check out the tent. Pretty much the only really interesting thing, there's some shitty camping gear there. It's at least that camping gear. The only really interesting thing is there's a notebook that has some notes in it.
Here, Vince, read this book.
Alright, I try to take the one with the eyeball on it. I'll read it.
No, other book. The notebook.
Fine, I'll read the book.
No problem. It talks about a devil dog in Welliver Peak that takes the souls of the lost, the sinners that stray too far from the road. And there's also the devil dog apparently takes the sinners to the ghost regiment, some of Kazel's soldiers who got lost and now wander forever. And let's see. It also talks about the Reaper Man, who could be let me see how good she did on her research here. Who could be some sort of king ghost. And he lives in a place called the Shadowing and stuff like that. And he's like a king in the Shadowing. Yeah, he's awesome.
Oh. How do I get to the Shadowing? I want to be Shadow King. That sounds cool.
There you go. Because it is a wonderful thing to be the Shadow King.
I think you just killed him.
As I've just seen. Yes, but then, someone must replace a king when he is dethroned.
Well, do you want to go walk through to the other shadow?
Guess we could.
I'm not doing
it. Could do eventually. Maybe not now. Maybe I
Cut to, and they never did it again.
When we were looking around with our glasses, did we notice a gate anywhere?
Nope. There was no gate, only Zool.
But with the merging of the two zones, did we feel like we could get into the other zone if we wanted to?
That would be a explorer shadow type skill.
Right, which we haven't got yet.
Well, other people do, but
You're not sure how interesting it actually would be, considering you guys are. If you were not powerful enough to go seek out interesting shit in shadows, that would be interesting. But it's kind of like saying to Matt, "Hey, I got a new rubber tip dart gun," and Matt's like, "I got these guns that fire BBs and look completely realistic and shit." And I'm like, "No, but look, it's got a big yellow body and a orange head, and it sticks to walls." And he's like, "I'm not impressed," you know. So that's kind of where it is for you guys.
I see. So what are we doing with her then?
No,
Oh,
too big. You do see Vince giving covetous looks toward the book.
I will stab you with your own knife.
I already did that.
He will and will.
I'll do
Wait,
it
you stabbed yourself with your own knife. Why would you do that?
because it's funny.
What's wrong with you?
Sure,
I don't like that.
You are curious as to what's in the book. Maybe whatever's in there could help her or even him.
It's Explore Shadow and New Power.
No,
That's a higher rank one.
it's off the group channel.
We can learn how to speak Shadow Talk if we look at the book.
You're not looking at the book.
Fine, maybe I don't want to read.
He's so strict.
Right. Okay. I've got to shoot in a bit, so if we can try and just get this wrapped up, you guys can go off and do whatever you want to do. So, yeah. Okay. Well, I suppose we found her. Tick. This is the way we found her. I say we take her back to the embassy. We warn Young that.
Yeah. Take her to the embassy?
No, the agency.
Oh.
Take it to the agency and then warn Young about.
Pretty fucked up.
Yeah, but they asked us to go find her. We found her.
That's true.
Is a state. It's not like we caused this. He can decide to do with her whatever they want to do with her.
They may have somebody on staff that can fix her. How long does she stay in suspended animation?
I believe according to the spell, it's indefinitely unless there was a preset. Hold on. It causes touch individual fall into for a long-asked time. They don't poop, they don't feed, blah blah blah. No, any NPCs who till condition is met, kiss of a prince, etc., or a year and a day, max time, or caster shuts off spell with a touch. So in other words, I will just decide, we'll take him back, and then if he wants me to wake her up, I'll wake her up.
Got it. No problem. You guys, the only tricky part you're going to have is lugging her through the town and stuff, unless you're like, no, everything's fine. Ignore this giant book with the eye on it, by the way.
Yeah, I'll hold on to it.
No. I can jump it there. That's not difficult.
Fine.
Oh, well, it's easy for you to leave, of course. The only downside is you'd be up to number 18. And
no, Kinley, well, hold on.
Yeah, Kinley can drive? Sure. When did that happen?
Kinley can stay behind.
I'll drive.
Kinley can stay behind.
Mm-hmm.
I'll turn back to him, and then you can drive back.
Now, where does your trump card go to?
Near the near the agency. I have two. I have one in the agency and one near it.
Yeah, the in the agency is super risky and prone to breaking, but near it, that one might work. Go ahead and give me a luck roll on your one to see if it's broken yet. In your hands, the cards seem to last for a long time.
I need to do the trump card as well, actually.
Yes.
Because she's an NPC.
Yes. Here comes the fumble card. The fumble card.
I guess we're driving.
Card.
Quickly though, while he's doing this, I'm just gonna do both detect power pattern and detect power chaos on her.
Good. Right. I have drawn a fumble card for you. You got the draw 2. Let's see what the fumble card says.
Drop the item.
Nice.
Nothing bad. You just stand there looking confused about your life choices that brought you here.
Okay.
And you still got the book in your hand while you're doing all this?
Yeah.
Right, I detected both on her.
Well,
Wow. And you got
Oh,
crit
no.
on one of them.
Ooh, nice.
Oh yeah, shit! I fucking forgot about that. Ah! I didn't
Matt,
even.
you're slipping, Matt.
Yeah. Okay, so
right.
critted detect power pattern.
Oh, by the way, that's something that Vince, you've never walked pattern yet, have you?
I did, and I succeeded.
Okay, cool. Then I'd be sure to talk to these guys about how to get better at that shit. And let's see, that's detect power pattern. Let me find it real quick. Detect power pattern. It's now called, by the way, you might want to change the name. It's now sense pattern. Okay. From that, you've already got lead small group through shadow, Kinley?
Yep.
Okay, so your remaining choices then are either analyze power pattern, where you get a vague idea of what, you already got that?
Yep.
Or detect power chaos, which I see you've already got, or detect power pattern for the second time in the same day.
I guess I'll take that.
Cool. You might want, if you're making a note on your sheet, there's nothing else you don't have off of detect power pattern unless I come up with new shit, which may not happen. So you now have a new skill to work up. Yay! And all that detect power pattern second time a day goes to his third time for, or no, sorry, it does some different shit. So detect power pattern second time a day eventually goes to different shit.
Oh, okay.
So enjoy.
Oh, nice.
So did I get anything off of those by any
No,
chance?
I'm afraid that she isn't actually affected with either of those.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there a sleeping bag in the tent?
Yes, 2 of them. Well, one's pretty fucked up. One's okay though. You could,
Yeah, it's stuff her in there.
All right.
And we can carry her back to the car.
It's really awkward for you because I'm going to need a strength roll to carry the book, which you refuse to put down.
Oh no, Kinley's carrying her. I'm carrying the book.
Well, no, I don't even want a strength roll from him. He just fucking picks her up like he's Santa Claus, and they're like sticking out the end of the sleeping bag, and he's like, ho, ho, ho. Cool.
Right. Yeah.
You guys are going past, and you see the old lady sitting on the porch, and she's like, you still alive, child?
Who's that?
The old lady on the porch.
I'm not. Hold on. I thought you guys were going off and getting the car and then coming back for me by the card.
I don't know what the fuck they're doing. What are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Well, I can't trumpet her, so we need to drive her there.
Okay. All right.
Freddie had technical difficulties.
Okay.
I
missed it. I said yes. Hi. Everything's fine.
She looks super confused.
See you later.
That's good.
Goodbye, says the hair guy.
Say bye, Bobby Joe.
Bye. Bye.
He says, you guys go walking through town like a bunch of fucking badasses and stuff. The townspeople stare at you from behind their windows in fear, and you see the drapes twitch on the cottage next to the temple.
This is where you pull out your scythe.
No.
This is called How to Create a Riot in One Easy Step. All right.
Get in the car and go.
Cool.
Okay, I'll drive.
Yes, you're driving. I'm holding on to the book.
Cool. Give me a driving roll there, Vince.
Sorry about that. I keep on unplugging my headphones. It's really dumb.
You'll want to get some wireless ones someday. Save up your allowance. Do you get allowance?
$10 every 2 weeks.
So,
1 year.
Go ahead and get a paper out then and get some headphones and make them wireless. You'll be happy. Give me a drive roll there. There's
Right.
a lot of potholes. You may be able to really trash out his car because he's silly enough to have you drive. So go ahead and give me a drive roll.
I'm smart enough.
Eventually, you hear something go on the car, and everybody give me a spot hit and roll. You just
I
see,
found it like this.
wow, you're leaving like some oil trail. Cool.
Now, if we light it on fire, can I get the book?
Quite possibly. You appear to be leaving a heavy trail of oil as you're going.
Is that repairable? Do they have any repair kits in the trunk?
Well, you see, the problem is even if you were to fix what's wrong with it, you need a substance called oil to replace the oil that's now missing.
All right. There's a gas station in town. We'll go there.
Oh, you guys are well out of town on your way back to the air place. You're in the middle of nowhere and bumfuck Egypt right now, driving along. The car's still operating, so maybe you'll be fine, right?
Let me try something. As he's driving, I will attempt to targeted shadow walk us to near the agency.
Wow. Give me that will fucking ruin Logan's fun.
Wait.
Oh!
Comes the fumble card. The fumble card.
Wait.
I have a +5 assist. I have a +5
That's
assist.
not going to do anything.
Yes, sir.
Unless you re-roll. Are you going for the fumble card?
Reroll.
Look at Matt. He's like, yeah, this is how every mission ends. Fumble or no? Make up your mind quicker.
Yeah, give me the fumble.
Here comes the fumble card, and it's you take a d6 hit points and a d6 magic points of damage.
Should have just gave me the book.
Nope.
Mhm. Wow. Blood comes out of his fucking ears and eyes and shit, and you're thinking, I should have given him the book because
The
now
book hates you now.
that's right.
Actually, you'll get your wish because I'm unconscious.
Oh wow, he passes out, and it's your book now. Unless
I open that sticker up.
I grab it off of him.
No!
So let me get this straight. While you're driving,
yeah,
you stop driving.
give me a
That's why I
driving
grabbed
roll.
the book.
Did it.
You're not going very fast, fortunately, because you had to go slow for all the potholes to make sure to hit him, so you can knock him out in a very, very sneaky way. So, I'm gonna drive roll at half.
Because I know Kinley can't drive for crap. If
That's
Freddie
right.
drives, I was just gonna pull it from his lap.
Give me a drive roll at half. Let's see what happens here. You've taken your eyes off the road and
Crash. No, right. At half?
that's right.
Nope.
Cool. Give me a luck roll for something.
Crash into the nearest tree. Hey.
A deer bursts out of the brush and rams into your car, and then it gets stuck there, and it's thrashing around, and you're thinking, hey, this is fine. It doesn't interrupt the car at all, and you're like, do, and so the deer's like, and it's trying to thrash around. It's kicking and everything. You're like, this will fuck up Freddy's car some more. And give me one last luck roll to see if you can make it to a service station before the car engine seizes up.
No, he doesn't.
Okay, so Kinley, you're not that far away. You are strong enough to push the car, but that means getting out and pushing the car.
And
But you may grab the book if you do that.
Damn it! I was gonna.
not if I'm carrying the book while I push the car.
Right, he's now pushing the car one-handed and carrying the book.
I run while pushing the car.
Give me a driving roll at full there, Vince, because he's going much faster than you think you should be going.
And to get things going, I use Big Jim fucking Slade.
Right. Give me a driving roll or crash into the gas station gas pump. It's kicking a halt right into the fucking bay of the garage, and the mechanic's leaping out of the way and shit. The car socked it and kind of bumps into the lift and it goes, and the mechanic goes, You looked at the fucking deer thrashing
Fix.
around.
Fix now. Fix now. You fix now.
There's your problem.
Yeah, no crap.
I can fix that. Do you want the deer like a mount, or do you want it dead, or do you want
No, fix the car. I'll take care of the deer. I rifle through Freddy's pockets to find money and just throw him a bowl of money. And then just
Freddie, mark off, how much money did you have in your pocket, Freddie? Because I know the way that fucking Kinley operates with money.
I've
like
I could just
a lot. Like
Right.
over 20,000.
Okay. Mark it up. Kinley throws the wad of money at the guy and he goes,
What? All of it?
Yeah, I know how he fucking operates with money. Am I correct, Kinley?
Well, get us a new car. Just get us a new car. Make it work.
And you can have my tow truck. It's right over there.
Brilliant.
Okay. You guys,
Get in that. Let's go. Now drive properly.
yeah, so
I will fix Freddy while you're driving, and I'm holding the bloody book. So
All
you
right.
can't be distracted.
Yeah.
Once we're away, so they can't see us, I'm fucking waking Freddy up by giving him
Alright,
points.
should I try. Will that be an auto?
So people,
all right, you don't need to make a drive roll because your drive is good enough that you've made it. You're back on regular roads.
Yeah.
Gives you more magic points to lift your ass up.
Yeah, wait.
9 magic points.
Has transformed into a fucking tow truck. You've never been in a transforming car. Apparently, Transformers really are more than meets the eye.
What the hell just happened?
You want to just give me my book? I can
Just drive the car.
Hey, look, book.
You guys pull up in front of the detective agency. Freddie, your money feels gone, because you panic over it.
Where's the money?
What do you think we're driving in? Your money.
A $20,000 tow truck.
He's a very happy tow truck driver.
It shows like spinners on the fucking tire. It's an ancient tow truck. With
What's in motion? Always in motion.
It doesn't matter how much we got here. That's the important thing. Things were getting silly. I had to stop things getting silly.
They could get a little bit more silly because there is a can of black spray paint in the tow truck if you wanted to spray paint anything onto the side of the tow truck.
I leave them to it. I go inside with the woman and the book.
Oh,
all right. No problem. The guy takes both into custody and whatnot. He tells you he'll have his people check it out, and you give him the report of what's wrong.
Yeah.
He thanks you very much.
Do you want her woken up?
Not just yet. Let sleeping mythos monsters lie is my motto, he says.
Good job.
Right. You guys were gone for 2 days, so here's $100 for each of you.
I handed my $15 receipt.
He reimburses your $15 receipt.
After spending 20 grand. It's what I mean. Not once. Freddie, what have you ever done a job where you actually net money on this? This one he must see you coming and being like, why does he do this? Every time he does a mission, I pay him like 100 quid and he goes like 5,000 grand in debt.
hey, Kinley.
Yes.
I'll buy 2 pieces of beer or whiskey if you give me the book.
Book's gone, I'm afraid, buddy. We're going to sort it out, and it probably will come back and do something to you later on.
But I want evil curses now.
Yeah, I know you do. I know. But let's look into it first, okay?
Yeah, but
So,
all the good ones first.
right, we'll go ahead and do end of mission stuff.
Yeah.
And then these guys can continue on if they wish. We'll wrap it up so that Matt can go do his thing. And Matt, I need you to take 2 extra cards for managing to drain more of Freddie's money away. Vince, you take an extra card for torturing Freddie. And Freddie, you can have 2 cards for being a good sport.
Ooh, I got clogging greed and victory.
Cool.
I got group insta hero.
Yay!
What's that one?
Oh,
Hero points.
Matt, you dodged the bullet.
Did I?
That's a dissident lifestyle.
Oh shit! Yes. Don't know that one.
Wait, so does everyone get a hero point?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. Now I'm back at 10.
Yay.
So many hero points. It's not even. It's not
Yeah.
even.
What I was going to mention before is you want to try to get as many overflow as possible because they lead to really good shit, like what Kinley's able to do, where he just keeps casting spells and doesn't run out of magic points, even though at this point it still takes him minutes to do.
Yeah.
But if he gets that same power again someday, it'll be rounds instead of minutes, and then it'll be the ultimate power.
I will be
Alright, I got clogging
blowing
green.
a lot of shit on that.
Is this like another thing?
Yes, we're doing end of mission stuff, even though you and Freddie may or may not, up to you guys, choose to keep playing after Matt's fucked off. But for now, we'll go ahead and do your card play. Does anybody have cycling cards?
No.
How much does victory give?
Just one.
One. But
Alright.
you want to keep.
Don't get rid of the clone greed.
Don't get rid of the clogging
I
green.
can play it.
No,
not
not
there.
yet. You gotta wait to play all these cards because you're still doing card play.
I think that's it, isn't it?
Well, you still got your end of mission refill. You haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's do that then.
Yeah.
Right.
And sanity.
Oh, yeah, I was just looking up Sandy.
We all know that.
I have nothing.
This is not a prestige module, right?
Correct. So discard that prestige victory or whatever and take a new card instead.
Yeah, of course
No.
I get a 66 damage.
No, I got nothing.
Okay. So you've got one victory.
Yeah, I got one victory, one clogging greed, one reroll, and one desist.
Keep the reroll for in a bit.
Yeah.
Does anybody else have anything useful?
No, so 4 pause and then 5 for Vince because he's got the.
Yes. So Vince picks up 5 hero points there.
All right, so I discard my victory and clogging greed.
Yes. You can use your reroll when you're trying skill ups. Do you know how to skill whore yet?
Sorta. I'm still pretty confused with it.
No problem. We'll let Freddie explain it because he's awesome. And sanity, it's a D8 total for all the bringing the girl back and all that stuff.
I'll take my 1 point up to max.
All right. There you go, Freddie. That's his.
No. But you, I'm spinning your point.
Oh, no.
He loves you, Sandy.
You're at how many?
99 sanity now.
Oh, yeah. You can't go up higher than 99. That is max.
I've achieved greatness.
Go on, one more.
Freddie is struggling to roll more. 2. Freddie, you're absolutely fine with 2, then, aren't you?
What's your sanity, Freddie?
80.
It should
That's
be
not bad.
no.
No. I've learned my lesson.
You've
Get
learned
all
this.
the sanity you can possibly get.
Okay, I'm starting off with my strength roll here. I'm gonna do my best to get.
This is a very special roll. Now, just do your normal skills first, there, Vince, and then we'll go into skill whoring stuff.
All right, there we go.
There he goes. He got it. 60
okay.
nice. Right.
Damn it!
Let's see a big number here.
Damn it! I
Shit.
critical twice. What the hell?
I have got a reroll card, so I'm going to be using that.
Yeah, don't forget you've got a reroll card, Vince. That will help one of your things. Like if you're like, I really want knives to go up, you could spend a reroll on that and mash the button one more time.
Damn it.
Of course, we start doing amazing now.
Oh yeah.
Damn it! I got 3 criticals.
I might put a couple of pause on this. Really?
Nice. I felt.
For 140, I can understand that, Matt.
Yeah.
All right, that goes up a little bit.
I'm not rolling great for this.
Although once I got to 140, I'd probably be fairly comfortable there.
Yeah. I'm so close to it. I want to get it, so I might blow a couple pods.
Sure.
I'm back up to max now, anyway. Right.
Oh, come on.
Pods.
Now, Vince, also, when you rolled the 1 point on your skill that went up, you could spend the reroll on that and reroll a d6 as an example.
All right.
One more.
I mean, it's up to you. I'm not saying you need to or anything. So a couple of hero points didn't do it?
No.
You want to spend a couple more?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right.
So close, you can taste it. And plus, you've got all your reverse dice, isn't it?
I know, but none of them are fucking. You're still looking at about 8% chance, so it's.
You're going to probably be spending about 10 hero points, is my guess.
If not more.
But you're so close, you can taste it.
Mm.
It's an air bump in damage.
I know, it's so important. Should play a couple more.
Well, you blew what, 2?
Yeah.
I'd go for 5 max, at least.
All right. I'm probably gonna do my reroll in luck.
Sure.
Damn it.
Keep in mind, the higher your skill, the harder it is to go up. Like what you're seeing with Kinley.
Yeah.
1.
All right. I did all my normal stuff.
2. 1 more. That's it.
Okay.
No.
No, I guess it's not meant to be. All right. Now, for your skill horn, I think Freddie's still busy with his stuff. What skill are you wanting to work on?
When you say skill, it's like ability / spell, right?
Yeah. Like you could work on, if you wanted to work on your, like some really important stuff for a lot of people is their amber type abilities, but for other people, they're less important.
I'm confused with amber, so I kind of just.
Even though you're confused with it, it's still a good thing to have. But
amber is pretty much like shadow walking, right?
That's right. That's like the basic skill is shadow walking. Basically, what that allows you to do is, like, let's say you're in Boris, and you wanted to go to what's another zone that you've been to?
Tri-Kingdoms.
And you wanted to go to Tri-Kingdoms. You could attempt to shadow walk from one to another. Essentially, you have to cover about 2 days worth of walking, but if you can get a vehicle, then you can cut that time way down. And it allows you to go there without having any kind of special gate or magic shit or something like that. And plus, if you get a critical in your skill, then it gives you a new skill that's different.
All right.
Build up a bunch of new skills.
Okay. All right, yeah.
Do you have the skill horn button on your sheet? Do you see it on your roll 20? Yeah. Cool. If you click it the first time, it'll say number of rolls 10. And then what's your skill in shadow walking?
10.
Cool. Then for the second number, put in 10.
Then I
What?
Success.
Holy crap. Okay, so after 2 tries, you basically got to check in it. So what you can do is just try to make it go up like normal. So in other words, roll an 11 or higher, and it'll go up by D6. And then you could work on something else if you wanted to.
All right. Can I do shapeshift as well?
Pardon me?
Wait, since I got 2 successes, can I do one in shapeshift and one in shadow walk, or is it only in shadow walk?
In this case, it's only in shadow. Well, when you got 2, it meant on your second roll you succeeded. You have shapeshifting also?
Yeah.
We'll do that next, but for now, just roll your shadow walk to see if it goes up like normal.
Oh, do I roll? Oh, I get it. Sorry, my bad.
It's a little confusing on this part, so don't worry about that. Okay, cool. Goes up by D6.
Which I rolled 5, or do you want me to roll a new one?
5's fine. Add it to it. Now, for your skill horn button, you've got 8 rolls left. So on the first number will be an 8 now.
All right.
And what's your skill in shapeshifting?
Also 10.
Put in 10 in the next. And okay, basically it didn't happen.
Gotcha.
So,
all right.
Shapeshifting is another super useful thing to build up. So I would keep doing it like you just did it, where you start off with one and then do the other until you can get it. Once you get them up higher skill, then they'll start to give you new powers and shit.
Yeah. So I have like first tier shapeshifting. What would be like the next level up in shapeshifting?
Ask the other players.
Gotcha.
It would be shapeshift wounds away.
It'd be shapeshift what?
Wounds away. Healing, basically.
Ooh, that'd be powerful.
It's not that.
It starts out not that great, but you can, if you work at it hard, you can get much better shit. So are you done with all your skill ups?
Yeah, from the looks of it. Yeah, from the looks of it.
Cool. Now, question, Freddie, are you and Vince going to continue on for another half hour or hour or whatever?
Totally up to Vince. If you want to see what's
Vince,
in your
how's your
head or
time going?
something,
Yeah, I'm okay to do it.
Cool. What's the card that you have left in your hand, Vince?
Plus D6 to damage.
You could either keep that for continuing on puttering around, or you could discard it in hopes of getting something better. Because instead of drawing just 4 cards, since Matt's going away, you each get 6 cards because there's only 2 players. When there's 2 players, you get 6 cards. If you're ever soloing, you get 8 cards.
All right, so I have a plus D6 ready for assist. Should I keep that or discard it?
no, okay with it.
Yeah, all right.
Unless you really want to fight something, but
I'm not
damn
sure.
it, one button.
Personally, I would never enter a fight without a loaded Alex Kinley. Because even though Vince is pretty good with knives and shit, Alex Kinley can definitely do some wild shit. The funniest thing is that I believe he left the hammer in the tunnel, like, go get this. And there's a war going on over that fucking hammer.
Is there?
That's Alex.
There really is. There is totally a war going on over that fucking hammer. Nobody bothered to pick up.
There's like runes on it every time I play with him, and I'm like, because I have a journal somewhere by my bed that has like the notes for every session that I did, almost like a gaming diary.
Good idea.
And I wrote down that Alex Kinley has a warhammer with runes, like a little description of what the personalities are. But
nice.
Yep. Keeping something like that, when you get old, that will become gold.
Yeah, as I run for my family every now and then, and I always keep the stuff that I have going because one day I would like to run my kids on that.
Logan, sorry, quickly, just you see that the rolls I just did? One of them was 100.
Jesus.
I saw the 100.
Yeah, reverse dice on that. +1. That was on demon form for my. So I need the next one up for shapeshifting, please.
Got it.
Gotta love reverse dice.
Reverse dice is the secret weapon.
Actually, I can just take what I think it's the avatar, isn't it?
From demon form, yes, you could take avatar, or you could take demon form twice a day.
You need both. Yeah, because you need both.
So you're telling me that he's not already a demon?
Yeah, I could just do it twice a day instead of once a day.
There you go. There's avatar form.
Lovely.
Do you have any skill whoring left, or was that all of it?
That was all of it. I blew all 10 trying to get that.
But when you got it was only your 3rd roll in.
Oh, true. I suppose if you look at it that way.
Yeah. Do you want to blow your last 7 on avatar form? Because you have reverse dice as well. Still left.
I have one left, don't I?
Yes, you do. Who's looking out for you? Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I said I'll be right back.
About it.
Oh.
So avatar form. Yeah, might as well.
Or at least I can get good checking if nothing else.
No. Got the checking it with the 7, but.
Yep.
So roll to fail it. And 4. Build that shit up.
Yours is going up faster than mine.
What's that?
He went up in Avatar faster than I did. And I've had this for like a month.
Well, the learn 20 is that's my base. So
yeah, I have learn 20 as well. And I'm only at 30.
That's what I mean. But I think the reverse, you got to remember reverse dice. It comes in massive when it comes to this stuff. That's why I blew so many pods to get it a second time of the day, because it's like fucking awesome.
Yep. Oh yeah, it's there's There's a lot of different amber shit. So
Does anyone know? How do I? Okay. So with every spell tree, does everyone have at least one thing into it?
No.
And hold on, let me Okay, so for every tree, is there a person that knows it? If that makes any sense. Like,
yeah, no, that totally makes sense.
Oh yeah.
I think all the different players know at least the first level spell or the first tier spell on each of the spell trees, but
yeah,
not all the spell trees are done. Like after you get comfortable with the system, after you've played enough where you're comfortable with the system and if you read up on the spells on the boards and stuff, if what happens is if somebody makes like let's say there's a
sorry guys, I got to run. So it's been a pleasure, but I'll
Alright,
skip you guys later.
Yeah, man.
Bye bye.
have a good one.
Fighters, Matt.
Cheers.
Okay, name a type of spell, Vince, that hopefully isn't on the tree already.
Alright, so just any random spell.
Type of spell.
Void. I don't know.
Sure, there's no void. Okay, let's say you decided one day, I really want void spells, and I've got some good ideas for void spells and stuff like that. And you decided to start working on void spells. And there's a whole process for it that's a pain in the ass because you have to come up with ideas and then they have to get approved and all that kind of shit. And it takes time, right?
Oh, I'm good with coming up with ideas.
Cool. So, well, everybody's good at ideas. No, fewer people are good at implementation, which is where the money is, right? So, let's say you end up coming up with void spells, and they all got approved, and you came up with like the 1st through 10th tier void spells. You automatically get all of those at whatever your learn is.
Damn.
Yeah. Which, you know, for your character right now at like a 10 learn or something, not super high, but
yeah, you have like a 50 learn.
Well, you can only get up like a 20 learn unless you do really special shit. There's special shit that allows you to get a little higher, but then you can start working up those spells, and you could even teach them to other people and stuff like that. Otherwise, they would have to try to find a book or something like that. And it's a real pain in the ass. But yeah, you might be like the only guy who can cast void spells. If nobody else wants to learn them and you don't teach them or anything like that, then you become the void guy. But honestly, most people kind of dabble with some of the spells, like the hiding the sword or miscellaneous weapon spells. Pretty much everybody's got that who's been around for any length of time because it's a super useful thing. So,
all right, it's just one of those things that I was looking at.
There's so much. That's the good and bad thing about this game is there are depths to it that you can go down the fucking rabbit hole a long way with making different shit, building up different powers, all that kind of stuff. It's not a simple game. It's simple system simple once you get to know. It's like roll lower than my skill, I win, you know. That part's simple, but there's a lot of other stuff to it. So you guys are together in Voris. Freddie had to sell his brand new house in order to make enough money to bail his ass out of jail, and then went on a mission, lost his car. He's now got a fucking tow truck. Do you want a spray paint number? Was it 18 on the side of it?
I'll spray paint it sideways. So it's like an infinity symbol with a 1 next to it.
Take a card for sneaky shit. And cool. So he's got underlined infinity symbol or whatever on it. Somebody like view askew. And
oops.
Yeah, Vince, be sure to draw your 6 cards if you haven't already.
Oh yeah, sorry. Ooh, I gotta. That's garbage.
Do you get any reds?
No. I got Party Escape.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
Talisman,
Talisman's potentially good. Which one?
Snake Bite Antidote.
If anybody tries to poison your ass, then it won't work.
I got Roundtree Vision.
That's worth gold, so to speak.
All right. Hero Point Rate and NPC.
Oh.
What's that?
Hero Point Rate and NPC.
If you got somebody in mind that you want a hero point rate, you could, as long as they've been around for a while.
I don't understand that. And then I got Happy Holidays.
Well, the story behind that was once upon a time when I would try to play during the holidays, everybody had fucked off because they're all spending time with friends and family and stuff. And so I said, fuck it. Anybody who plays during the holidays might be able to pick up extra hero points because I got this card in there. So right now it doesn't do any good unless you get a special day card and then it gives you an instant hero point. But so it's kind of a card for now, but I'd keep it because I wouldn't discard a card just because it's not useful to you. Because if you ever need to trade a card with Freddy or something, unless you get a better card, then you can trade, discard junk or whatever.
I also have Blacksmith plus 20.
So
really,
you guys have got.
The only person I would suggest possibly using the hero point rate and NPC is Claire, because Darius is hero rated.
Yeah, Claire's a good choice.
Yeah.
So,
do I need to see the person, or can I just do it naturally?
You can just do it because Freddie's got the list open already. You can just slap her name in there if you will.
I'll just put it down there.
Cool. Yeah. Eventually, the guys you guys know well get hero point rated. Hooray. So, Freddie, it's kind of up to you because Vince doesn't know the multiverse yet. So,
all right, wait. So how? I'm confused with the hero point rate.
They get 5 hero points. That's all it is.
Gotcha.
It may keep their ass alive. Essentially, you should only do it on NPCs you give a shit about. If you're like, we don't care if they live or die, don't hero point rate them.
I got 20 back.
Okay.
Or if they're working for you or something and you've known them for a while, then it's super useful.
Well, Vince, I don't know if you want to. Sorry, Bobby. I don't know if you want to go and have a look and see what's in your head. There's some people I know I can take you to. Maybe they can try and figure out what's going on with your alien possession. Up to you, or I can just take you on a tour around the multiverse.
Yeah, let's go take a look at what's in my head.
I was gonna say, I would recommend waiting for that, and I will come up with something extra special while I'm on break.
Okay.
Well then, I know you're normally the one being dragged around places, following people. So if there's anything you want to check out, or any new zones you want to go to that you haven't been to yet, consider me your personal chauffeur.
Ooh.
Let's see. Let me look at the list of things. Zones.
Does somebody have a list of zones?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in Roll 20.
Ooh.
All right.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, all the storage and stuff. That's technically a list.
I thought you guys had made a fucking separate. Oh, yeah, you did make a list. Nice.
All right, let's see. Amber is like the great place.
Not taking you there.
There was no hesitation in his voice.
Is that like the holy place or whatever?
You could say that. That's where all the scary people are. Like the really powerful people that want to kill us or something.
Alright, let's see. I love how Canada is like its own place.
Canada, the last frontier, that's basically super cold land. Very cold. I haven't really explored it much.
Let's see, there's...
Yeah, pick one of those and you can go there. I wouldn't suggest going to Dino Land. There's a lot of dinosaurs there.
Definitely not ready take on a dinosaur.
Yeah, and Cyberpunk is a bit dicey at the moment.
Yeah.
So I can take you to Gothic, Alien Takeover. There's not much going on there as far as I know.
Aliens must die. All right. Where do you suggest?
Have you been to Gothic?
Nope.
That's the place. It's like very magical, and the white dove is there. Haven't been there?
Nope. Have not been there.
All right, let's take you explore Gothic.
Okay,
I pull out the
Gothic.
Yeah, I have the trump of the warehouse, so I'll take him there that way.
No problem. You guys arrive in a badly lit warehouse. It looks like lights coming in through the slats and stuff. By the way, on the Gothic warehouse, you might want to make a note that that can only be used during the daytime because it's not lit up at night and you can't go to a place in the darkness.
All right, I'll make a note.
I will also make a note on something.
Is the motorcycle still there?
Yes, there is.
Hey, Vince, do you want to hop on and I'll show you around the place? Okay.
That's good.
I'll go and open the door.
How long does your Chris last on the motorcycle?
It's not Chris. It's
that's right. You got a gas motorcycle?
No, the other one.
Oh, got it. Okay, that one will last till the end of the season, so it's a good thing you're getting.
Well, you said end of season 6.
Oh, good. Okay, that's fine then. Yeah. Right, you ride pillion on the motorcycle.
Oh, hold on. I need to turn it on actually. Is it still magic hindered here? Or?
Yeah, you still have to roll your willpower roll. Let me look at what it is for.
And Gothic?
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Oh wait, hold on a second. First, let me look that up, and then we will. Let's see. Gothic magic times 5.
I'll just roll this a couple. Yeah.
Also, I believe he gets a couple of new tarot cards because he says he's never been
here.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
Hooray!
Okay, wait, your tarot cards.
Is it Pete, like the collector, or something? Or
You've got it exactly. Here are what you find.
Knight of Camelot, or no, Knight of Cups. Why is it cups when he only has one?
That's a good question.
There are mysteries of the universe, dude.
All right, so it's just Knight of Cups and what's the other one?
Oh, okay.
5 of Wands.
All right, 5 of Wands and Knight of Cups.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, make a note of that, Vince, and post it on the boards so that at the end of the session we'll go to the embassy and drop them off.
5 of Wands, was it?
Yes. Or staves. 5 of staves. 5 of wands, whichever.
All right.
No problem. Turns on the motorcycle and it goes.
Yeah. Once we're out of the warehouse, hey Vince, can you go close the door? I'm not able to get off the motorcycle.
Sure. Close it.
No.
Yeah, I feel like that would happen.
Yes.
No, I'm not that cool.
Yeah.
No problem. You guys are going around. A little bit of description of the city as he's taking you around. You notice that most of the buildings here seem to be a maximum of 3 stories, although it looks like there were taller buildings. Some of them fell over, and then they were like, well, even though the building's outside, we can fucking live here. It's a bustling place, the fresh smells of the sea, people hurrying around, cheerfully yelling to each other to fuck off and doing business. Looks like there's a lot of different human races, even split of males and females. As to clothing, it's a bizarre mashup ranging from simple homespun tunics with old bicycle reflectors worked into design to metal armor made from repurposed street signs, Old West tricorn hats, string bikini, clown costume, and everything in between. Bright colors and drab mixed together. There's also a few obviously non-human creatures here, ogres, trolls, whatever, wandering around the bustling city. People are sure to give them plenty of space, but nobody seems upset to see them. The place is awash with vivid colors, clean smells, strange smoky white vapors that don't seem to have a smell. Fish, salt, animals, and shit is what you smell. They also have like signal towers that have different kinds of lights that open and close that wink on and off to each other. And they have lots of different kinds of transport in the city. Like they have horses that pull streetcars. They also have something called a hansom cab, and that's like the old timey two people can sit in, and the driver stands behind the cab, and it's pulled by one horse. They also have like Mad Max cars and stuff that drive around here. People go by on bicycles or riding horses. You even see a stagecoach. So it looks like there's just a fuck ton of different kinds of technologies and stuff here.
All right.
And you're definitely feeling pretty classy riding around on a motorcycle and stuff. You know,
Shit, I forgot
keep
something.
out of your way. Give me a motorcycle riding roll.
Yeah.
You crash into somebody and maybe kill their horse.
No, fine.
No, Freddy is like a fucking boss on the motorcycle. He's just you're kind of wishing he had a sidecar though, because for some reason you can't figure out, even when you're going and there's a breeze on him, he's still sweaty. And
It's like a
you think it's because he's so nervous, he's always sweating and stuff. You also as you're riding around, you see like they have soldiers that are goose stepping, like the old Nazis and stuff, and they look like a lot like old Nazis and stuff. They also have posters on the walls that say service guarantees citizenship, stuff like that.
Vince, we might want to go get you a
citizen.
normal ID
Yeah.
while you're here.
Get stopped here.
Not going to be quite citizenship, but it's a start. So I will go off to the whatever the building was called, where you get your IDs done.
Yeah, no problem. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You guys head over there.
I'm going to stay on the bike, and I'll just tell him, go there, tell them you're here to get your ID. You're not here to sign up for the army. Give them your name, and they should give you the rest.
All right.
You go in there like, another recruit for the Great Army?
No. I'm just here to get my ID.
Oh, I'm surprised anybody doesn't have theirs yet. Are you sure you wouldn't like to sign up for the Army while you're here?
Good.
Service guarantees citizenship, he says. He points at a giant poster that says that behind him.
Not now.
No problem. He fills out paperwork and gives it to you to sign. He goes, and then he tries to get sneaky and goes, bet you really do want to sign up for the Army, don't you?
No, I'm good. Okay, I make sure what I'm reading is actually to get my ID and not the military sign up.
Take a card. He must have given you the wrong paperwork there. You correct him on it, and he gives you the correct one. And he's like, well, Guido says we're not making our
I made
quota.
these earlier. Yeah. Yeah, I'll still eat them. I'm hungry. Thank you. Yeah. All right, sorry about that. Get myself some more food.
The guy apologizes to you, and he says, Guido says we are not making our quota. So you get a basic ID that apparently is good. You see Freddy sitting on the bike, and some guy over near him is like dancing around like he's on crack or something, and Freddy's just looking at him thinking that you get a butt plug in the guy, but he doesn't want to get off his bike. And you go out, you show him your ID. This is the correct ID.